What is your favorite pet? Dog? Same pinch. I love dogs too. Dogs are really cute and very friendly. Do you know how many breeds of dogs are there in the world? There are about 340 breeds. Interesting, no? We all love our pets. We love our dog with a devotion that may rival how we feel about any person. But does our dog feel the same way about us? When our dog gazes up at us adoringly, is that genuine dog devotion? Or is he simply wondering when we'll serve him his next meal? If we ever wonder if those dogs' affection and cuddles are simply meant to butter up his meal tickets only, that's not right at all. The bond you and I share with our dog is indeed mutual, and dog's loyalty is very real. So hello friends, Yasmin here from My Education My Power, and today I'll be explaining the chapter A Triumph of Surgery from the book Footprints Without Feet class 10. While I'll paraphrase the paragraph, the entire text will be appearing before you with the meanings of all the difficult words. Let's get started. Let's read some interesting fact about the author. James Herriot, born as James Alfred White, was a successful British veterinary surgeon and a celebrated author. At the age of 13, he decided to become a vet, eventually settling down in Thursh, where he spent his days treating animals far and wide, in course of which he collected many anecdotes. At the age of 50 he began writing them down, publishing his first book at 54 under the pen name James Herriot. Although it sold only 1200 copies, he continued to write, compiling his first two books as All Creatures Great and Small, to be published in USA in 1972. He received global acclaim for it. Mainly there are three characters in the story. Mrs. Pumphrey, she is a fabulous rich lady and the owner of the little pet dog Tricky. She loves her pet Tricky a lot and can do anything for Tricky. Tricky is a pet dog of Mrs. Pumphrey. He is very greedy as he has no control over his eating. Due to this, he has become hugely fat. Later, Mrs. Pumphrey takes help from the doctor to cure him. Last character, Dr. Harriet. He is a gentle and a helpful doctor who cures Tricky into a healthy and flexible active dog. I'm sure you are going to enjoy this story. It is a very interesting story about a woman who loved her pet dog so much that she nearly killed her by overfeeding. A doctor who knew where the problem lay takes the nearly dead dog to his clinic for a surgery, and the dog recovers amazingly after the surgery. What surgery did the doctor do? Did he really do any surgery at all? Let's find it out. In the very first paragraph, the narrator is a doctor here, Mr. Harriet, telling us that how he was so worried about Tricky, a pet dog of Mrs. Pumphrey. Mr. Harriet stops his car as he sees Tricky with his mistress on the road, and he is very shocked to see Tricky because he looks like a bloated sausage. He has become very fat, his eyes are red and watery. Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky's owner, starts giving explanation to Mr. Harriet. She told him that she thought that Tricky was malnourished because he did not have any energy and excitement. She told him that she used to give him malt, cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night, every night, apart from his regular meals so that he could sleep at night. Although she gave him so much to eat, she says to the doctor that she doesn't give him much to eat. Then Mr. Harriet asked her if she had cut down on his sweets as he had asked her to do too. Then she replies that she did it for a while, but she felt that the dog was getting weaker day by day. So she stopped being so harsh with him as she can't see her dog in pain. Also she says that she is unable to refuse him cakes and chocolates as those were Tricky's favorite things. Then the narrator understood Tricky's problem. The dog was very greedy and could eat any time of the day. Tricky did not know how to say no to food when his stomach was full. Mr. Harriot also thought to himself of all the things that Mrs. Pumphrey would not mention which she fed Tricky. Again Mr. Harriot asked Mrs. Pumphrey whether Tricky was doing exercise or not, in which Mrs. Pumphrey replied that she does take him out for walks once in a while, but he is not playing his ring throwing exercise, as the gardener who takes him out to play is not coming these days because the gardener is also suffering of pain in his lower back. Mr. Harriot tried to talk very seriously to Mrs. Pumphrey that if she did not control Tricky's eating habits and increase his exercise, he would soon fall ill. He told her that she should stay strong and strict with him and put him on diet. Mrs. Pumphrey accepted that although she knew that Mr. Harriot was right, but it was too difficult for her to refuse Tricky for anything. But then she left the place as if she was now ready to follow the new routine properly for Tricky. Mr. Harriot was watching them very carefully and found that Tricky was walking unsteadily. He was also looking at the tweed coat that Tricky was wearing. He had a wardrobe full of these coats and also raincoat for the rainy days. This line also suggests that Mrs. Pumphrey was a rich lady and she had a lot of money to spend on her dog. But Mr. Harriot knew that soon he would receiving a call about Tricky's illness, and it came. The call came after a few days. Mrs. Pumphrey was very upset as Tricky was not eating anything, not even his favorite dishes, and was vomiting frequently. He didn't even want to do anything. Being a veterinary doctor, the narrator knew that the only way to get Tricky well was to get him out of the house for a few days. He then suggested to Mrs. Pumphrey that it would be good to get Tricky hospitalized and keep him under observation for 15 days at least. Upon hearing this, Mrs. Pumphrey disappointed. She was sure that if Tricky did not see her every day, he would surely die. But the narrator kept his word. He told her that this was the only last option for the betterment of Tricky. Mr. Harriot thought it would be the best to avoid any delays and get him to the hospital as soon as possible. He went to the house, and even though Mrs. Pumphrey was crying because she did not want her dog to go away from her, he took the dog, wrapped it in a blanket and put him in a car. After that the maids were then woken up and asked to get all the stuffs of Tricky. His stuff included things like his daybed, night bed, favorite cushions, toys, rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl and his snacks bowl. Mr. Harriot knew that so much stuff won't fit in his car, so he started rushing things. As the doctor was leaving with Tricky, Mrs. Pumphrey threw a lot of coats that Tricky used to wear in the car. As the narrator was turning the car, on the turning he saw through the rear mirror that everyone was crying. He patted the little helpless animal, who responded by wagging his tail. The narrator then thought and told Tricky that he knew that Tricky did not have any energy, but he surely had a way to get him better. As soon as they reached the hospital, all the other dogs gathered around the doctor. Tricky looked at all of them, and when the doctor put him down on the carpet, he couldn't even move. The other dogs then sniffed him and thought to themselves that he was a very uninteresting object and that there was no use standing there, and they all left. Then the narrator made the bed for Tricky in a warm box along with the other dogs. For 2 days the narrator kept him just on water and nothing else. On the second day, Tricky roamed around looking at the place around him, and on the third day he was also making noise to let the people in the hospital know that he too wanted to go out with the other dogs. When the narrator opened the door, Tricky quickly came out and was surrounded by Joe, who was a greyhound, and became his friends. Again, after sniffing him for a moment, all of them left for the garden, and Tricky ran after them. Later in the evening, the narrator was present at the dinner time and was watching all of them, especially Tristan, as he was sloping the food. All of them were eating with a great speed because they knew that if they didn't finish quickly, then the other dog, after finishing his own meal, would come to eat their meal. When everybody finished their food, Tricky went around looking at the shining bowls and also licked a few bowls. The very next day, an extra bowl was put for him, and the narrator was happy to see him running towards his bowl. Then he started getting better really quick. He did not require any medicines and started playing with the other dogs. They all used to play with each other, bump into each other, walk over each other, and squash each other. All of the other dogs accepted him as a family member, although he was very different from the others, as he was very well taken of by his owner and the other were not. He also used to fight for his meals with his fellow dogs, which were much larger in size than him. At night, he would also hunt rats in the hen house. He was enjoying as he had never done such things before in his life. All this while, Mrs. Pumphrey used to call more than 12 times a day to inquire about Tricky. Mr. Harriot used to avoid questions about the coats, bed, etc. But he told her that Tricky was doing very good and was recovering very fast. Mrs. Pumphrey wanted Tricky to recover fast. Then she started sending 2 dozen eggs every day for him, but Mr. Harriot and his partner would have 2 eggs each for breakfast. Then to improve the quality of blood, Mrs. Pumphrey also started sending bottles of wine. Then it became Mr. Harriot's habit to have 2 glasses of wine before every meal. Mrs. Pumphrey started sending brandy every time. At that time, Mr. Harriot was not able to believe that Mrs. Pumphrey actually wanted them to give brandy to Tricky. They shared it amongst themselves. For some days Mr. Harriot used to feel very happy, as he would start his day with extra eggs, then he would have a few glasses of wine in the afternoon, and then ending the day with brandy in the evening, because of all the things that were being sent for Tricky. Mr. Harriot was really tempted to keep him as a permanent guest at the surgery. He really wanted that Tricky should stay with them forever, but then he realized that Mrs. Pumphrey, who was like a mother to Tricky, was really suffering and really wanted Tricky to come back soon. After 15 days, Tricky was ready to go back home, and Mr. Harriot then called up Mrs. Pumphrey to come pick him up. Within a few minutes, a long black car came outside. When the chauffeur, a personal driver, opened the door, Mrs. Pumphrey was sitting inside, really nervous as well as excited too. She was asking with a nervousness in her voice that was Tricky really better? To which the doctor replied positively. Then Mr. Harriot went inside to get Tricky. When Mr. Harriot went into the garden behind the house, he saw all the dogs moving around in the garden, and Tricky was sitting between them. He had recovered wonderfully in 2 weeks. He was looking much healthier, playing with the other dogs. He had become a good muscular dog within 2 weeks. When Mr. Harriot took Tricky to the front of the house, he saw that the chauffeur was still holding the door of the car, and as soon as Tricky saw Mrs. Pumphrey, he was overjoyed. He ran away and jumped into the lap of Mrs. Pumphrey and started licking her face, barking in excitement. While all this was happening, the chauffeur and Mr. Harriot got all his stuff out to the car, which had not been used during the treatment in the last 14 days. When Mrs. Pumphrey was leaving, she leaned out of the window and said to Mr. Harriot, with tears of joy in her eyes, that she could not thank him enough for what he had done. This is a triumph of surgery, mean that the treatment that was given to Tricky had been successful. So what we have come to know from the story, that anything, even food, if given more than it is required, will harm the body, but proper diet with limited food can resolve all kind of health issues without any surgery. Let's have the summary. Mrs. Pumphrey was a rich and emotional lady who has a cute pet called Tricky. She loved him so much that she overfed him. Tricky had put on a lot of weight which made him lethargic. When Dr. Harriot saw the fat dog like bloated sausage, he was shocked. He made a plan and told Mrs. Pumphrey that Tricky needed treatment for an ailment which was possible only in hospital. The doctor knew that Mrs. Pumphrey would not be able to keep the dog on a proper diet. When the greedy dog went to the hospital, he had to remain hungry if he was slow to approach for food. He was given food at fixed intervals. Soon he shed off a lot of his body weight and became quite active. When Tricky was at home, he was pampered by Mrs. Pumphrey. He had a luxurious life when he was served with cream, cake, chocolates, and Horlicks. But when he came to the doctor, he became all right. When Mrs. Pumphrey saw her active dog, she thanked the doctor and felt that it was a triumph of surgery. So this is all for today, my friends. I'll see you again with another topic. And if you haven't subscribed my channel already, then click the button now down there. Stay well, stay safe. Bye for now.